inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UCF Knights offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense.
There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCF! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Stallions offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field it close to the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Stallions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. Touchdown, UCF! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the
possession of the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. And great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions with the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts it down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The pitch to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Fox. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead and into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quick handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the returner will be knocked down. And now this offense will take the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Working on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Stallions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. That's a bubble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Knights. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Off the RPO.